Okay guys, we're going to put in the Steve Mast floor control arms today on the Battle Fox. I'm going to show you how to properly install them to the best of my knowledge. Here's the bastard of the lower control arm I had to cut out because the bolt was stuck. Here's my modified knuckle. I have stock Anchorman. Let's see. The Steve Mast kit comes with short and a longer bolt. I'll show you where they go here in a little bit. Hem joints. There's supposed to be a spacer in these. They're not supposed to move around like that. So I have the spacers ordered. He accidentally forgot to send them to me, but we'll get that taken care of. You'll have different size spacers here. You have 3 different sizes. What I'll do is I'll show you where those go. They go in here on the lower arm. Oh, and then you have various thickness shims or washers here. Now I'll show you how those go in here in a minute too. Now from what I've seen, these have built-in added positive caster. So we're gonna, my car's kind of a stock car. It's not really a drift car. It's just kind of like a street drift car. So we're gonna pull a lot of that caster back out. So I don't really want that much caster. Now I'll show you on the shims how to adjust the caster, and then you also got hinge joints that you can adjust caster with too. I always just eye it in and then take it to a alignment shop and then get it to where you particularly want it. So here we go. We got the lower arm. We're going to thread in the hem joints here. Oh my gosh. Now you want to put these about halfway in if you want a lot of caster on it. Now caster will add the steering wheel returnability when you're drifting. And I'm just going to leave those just like that. As you can see, they go right in there. Okay, one of the things, I'm going to go ahead and set up my GoPro to see over here a little bit, so give me a second. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and install the washers. If you notice, you got different sizes. So we got the lower arm, you put the bolts in. What I want to do is I don't want to run very much caster, so I'm going to put quite a bit negative caster, because from what I can tell, the lower control arm has built-in caster. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lose some of it. I'll show you how to do that. I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot here. You gotta be a little bit patient with this process. Getting the washers in there can prove to be difficult if you're doing what I'm doing. Most people don't run a lot of negative caster. They want tons of positive. But in my case, it's just a street car. I really don't want a bunch of caster. See, I can add another washer in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to match that on the backside here, like that. Put that in there now. Sorry for the lighting. I don't know if you can see it or not, but hey, whatevs. Okay, so just slide this one in now. Same deal. Go ahead and put 2 because I've seen that other side needed another washer, so we're going to go and do it like this. There's no technique to this or anything. It's just get it in there. And drop washers everywhere. It's a little finicky, so just deal with it. Okay, I got that, but I don't got the washer machine, so or shims, whatever you want to call them. Oh, I'm gonna punch in the face. No! God damn it! This is annoying. I gotta get all these in at the same time. I think it's gonna let me do that. Okay. Oh, got it. Okay. So there we go. I'm gonna probably, damn it, I need another one. Okay, so I'm gonna put one more washer there. Maybe one washer there and one washer there. But as you can tell, you want them to be equal. You got small, big, or I should say medium, big, super small, 2 washers, super small, 2 washers, and then the other side, I got medium, big, and then there's one size that I'm trying to make up for on the other side over there. So pretty easy. What you're adjusting there is the front placement or rear placement of the wheel with this caster. So you're either going positive or you're going negative. So I went, as you can tell, I went negative, but that is only because there's a ton of built-in caster on the control arm already. So much I have to pull the caster out of the top hats, pull the caster out of the shims, and then I also got to pull the caster out of the hem joints. So I pulled a lot of caster out to get the wheel back where I wanted it. Okay, on the tie rods, if you notice, they don't fit. You have to drill them out to 5/8. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it right here, on up through there, and straight across right there, so this whole little piece will be out of there. Hopefully it works. I gotta change out my cutoff wheel and get right back to cutting. Boom. Raise it 2 inches. And we're still freaking low. Wow. I cannot believe how much that fucking lowered it. My side's getting there. Got a 5/8 drill bit. And I got some generic cutoff wheels. Hopefully we can finish this thing today. I can only imagine. So far, I have a lot of camber and caster issues, which he does tell you in the little write-up he sells with it. That you can just move your plates over, but you have to cut it out. Which I don't have any room to move over anyways, so really don't want to cut that out, but might have to get rid of some of that camber and caster. Because if you don't do that, I guess you have a ton of camber and caster. Just keep that in mind. Woohoo!
Now, is this in the FSM?
I think so. Factory service manual for installing knuckles. This is how you do it.
It's how they do it at Firestone.
Yeah. This is how you work at Firestone. Okay, one thing to note. I was having trouble getting the tie rod, it was only about a 1/4 inch inside here, so that felt very unsafe. Turns out when you put these in, make sure they're halfway. I have mine a little bit under halfway, but make sure those are halfway, otherwise the tie rods won't be in there at a proper length. I was starting to wonder if I had the wrong tie rods, but as you can see, it's turned this way. The only difference is I turned that inside hem joint in more, which gave me more caster, which in return makes this tie rod go in a lot better. So I'm going to adjust this out. As you can see, I have one spacer here, the bolt through here, but you have to drill this out to 5/8, and if you already welded it, a lot of machine shops will have trouble drilling that out to 5/8, and I personally broke 2 drill bits trying to drill it. So keep that in mind. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and eye it. What you do is you center the rack, which is turn it one way, turn it the other way, make sure it's center. Don't go by center on the actual steering rack. Go center of the steering wheel. And then set your tie rods. And you just want to eye it. See, mine's still in a little bit, just a hair. So I'm going to eye it, and then you take it to alignment shop, and then go drifting. So, alright, well, looks like it's about to rain. I got my seat installed. It's my old seat out of my old drift car. It's seen better days. I converted it to an office chair, and then I converted it back to my drift car. Anyways, I got the lower control arms put back on. That's quite a bit of camber. But you know what? I think we're gonna go try it out. Like you see in the video, I had to cut more of that out. I haven't had my flare put on yet. The coilovers are raised up almost all the way. Let's take it drifting.
All KO'd.
Cool. Did you get that pretty good?
Yeah.
Alright, only one problem. I keep rubbing the fucking fender. Looks like I need to cut that out like that.